Hello, good morning, and welcome back to all of you. My name is Vishal Nocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solution. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and this is the time for our live show. It's 11 a.m. right now in Canada, Eastern Standard Time, and India back home. It's 9:30 p.m. Welcome back and welcome to again joining into our live session. These sessions have a lot of updates for this whatever happened in the last 1 week. We will be talking about it, and then it will give you a time definitely to post your question into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. We have a lot of information to share about express entry draw this week. Two draws held this week was definitely not expected draws. So IRCC is planning definitely something different for 2023. Both the draws were one of the draw has never been held in the history of in the history of express entry since it started in 2015. So we will be discussing about that, and also Canadian experience class draw. That is something to look forward to. We will be discussing about that also in a lot of detail today. So this session will be majorly definitely focusing on express entry draws which were held this week. What were the draws? How many people were invited, and what was the CRS score, and definitely what is in future for Canadian experience class. Then we will be discussing about the new update from IRCC that Pearson Test of English is now being considered as one of the English tests which the clients can give for their permanent residency. Pearson test was already approved for study permit, but now they have given also a go ahead to definitely also have that been included as a part of your PR process. If you're applying, then that is something we'll be talking about more. Then there's a very unique again draw held by Ontario province this week, which was targeting healthcare. We will be talking about that also a lot in detail. But don't forget to post your question into the comment section. This is the right time for you to ask any doubt you have, any question you have, and I'll be happy to answer that for you right away. So let us start with the express entry draw, which was held on this Wednesday. We all were expecting that there will be another draw coming. Yes, it was held this week on Wednesday. In fact, we had two draws in this week. The first was held on Wednesday, which targeted only provincial nominee program, PNP through express entry were invited. 893 invitations were sent, and the CRS score was 733. Now, this express entry draw only targeted PNP clients whose provincial nominee program is already approved. The profile is into the pool. They've already got the 600 points. Now they were scoring as high as 773 and above. All those people were invited under this draw. So this is something definitely to look forward for you right now. So this was the draw, as I said, which was held this week on Wednesday. Then Thursday came another surprise draw from Express Entry, which had never been held in the history of Express Entry since it started in 2015. That draw only targeted federal skilled workers. Only federal skilled workers were targeted under that draw, which was held on Thursday. This is a unique draw, the first ever draw. And also, if you look at the IRCC already announcement that starting from January 2023, they will have more specific draw. So this is the beginning of that. This draw, which was held on Thursday, only targeted federal skilled worker clients, and the people who got the invitation were they have a score of 489, and 3,300 invitations were sent under this draw. And as I said, this has never happened that only federal skilled workers were invited in one particular draw. So this has happened in the first time in the history of Canadian Express Entry stream, which started in 2015. So this is a unique draw. Now, what is happening for Canadian experience class? That is something to look after. There are a lot of calls we are getting that why CEC draws are not happening. But if we look at the trend from the last years, maybe CEC draw is the next one. Maybe that is just around the corner. You may see a surprise. You never know, it may come today. or definitely within the next 2 weeks, there are a lot of chances that we will be getting a Canadian experience draw coming up. That will be exciting to see, but it is around the corner. So if you are in Canada and you have not created your profile and you're qualified under CEC, you should get your file into the pool. The next draw could be CEC draw, and the score could be even as low as 470 around. So I may be wrong, but my prediction, if CEC draws come, then 470 to 480 is something definitely that it's on the card. So if you are not into the pool, then definitely get into the pool. What all you require to get into the pool is, as far as you have got 1 year of experience in Canada, you have your document evaluated by WES or ECA, which you normally call from any of the institution. If you have these two things, definitely get it into the pool. Get ready with your IELTS. Definitely you also need your IELTS. So if you have these three things, you should be in your pool for Express Entry now, because Canadian experience class draw, looking at the previous trend, and as per the announcement being made by IRCC that they will be having more specific draw throughout 2023, then CEC could be the next one, because we didn't have any draw regarding particular CEC since January 2023. We already have seen a lot of Express Entry draws. There were 3 draws last January. In February, we already got, in fact, end of January and beginning of February, we already got 2 Express Entry draws now. So things seems to be going exactly the way IRCC announced, and that is definitely something for you to be excited about. See, Federal Skilled Worker is back again. Provincial Nominee programs are back again. So CEC is just around the corner. The next draw, as I said, could be, if it is a CEC draw, I will not be surprised to see that, because that is expected and that is just around the corner. So that is something definitely, again, to look forward for you. So these were the updates from the Express Entry point of view, and the draws we have held in the last 2 days. In this week, we have discussed about the draws which were held this week. So that is something, as I said, exciting. Express Entry is working the way it's been planned for 2023, and we can see definitely CEC draw coming up very, very soon. If you are definitely, all of viewers who are online, if you have any question, kindly post it into the comment section. Definitely after, once we have completed our update for this week, we will have time to review your question, answer them for you live right now. So if you have any question, you can definitely post it into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer that for you right away. The next update after Express Entry we have for this week is the Pearson Test of English. The good news is Pearson Test of English has been accepted by Canadian Immigration for permanent residency. So initially IELTS was the only one, then CELPIP became another English test which was accepted. Now PTE is the third test which has been accepted by IRCC for Canadian Immigration. Again, that is a very, very good news, because people were finding, a lot of people were finding PTE more easy or a lot more flexible to do it. They have a good chance of applying for Canadian Immigration by doing just PTE. So you don't need to give IELTS or CELPIP. Definitely that is still, they are still eligible for PR, but PTE has been added to this English test approval. So now they have 3 tests which makes you qualify for permanent residency, which is IELTS, your CELPIP, and third is your PTE. So these 3 tests are now eligible for your Express Entry PR to Canada, which is, again, as I said, is very good news for people who have been preparing through PTE and who have already have an experience now. They know that PTE is something they can do to get their PR for Canada. Then we will talk about a very unique draw which Ontario has recently held, which was an Ontario PNP draw which targeted health occupations only. Ontario has a special stream which is called Human Capital Stream. Under that stream, this draw was held. So people with 476 score and above were invited under this draw, and all the NOC which were targeted in this draw were health occupation, either as nurses, as doctors, as chiropractors, as physiotherapists, or radiologists. All these people were targeted in this draw, and this is the first unique draw which only targeted healthcare worker in Ontario. definitely through pandemic, we all have seen, and I think all the countries and all the government have realized that healthcare is system need to be made very, very strong. Ontario is one of the biggest province with, I think, 60 to 70% of the population lives in Ontario, and then definitely the healthcare is something the government is serious about, and we are pretty sure they'll be working more towards getting these sort of draws. So, healthcare worker, if you are anywhere around the world, get into the pool because, and if you're looking to practice, come and practice in Canada, it's the right time for you to immigrate. They are definitely looking for. Some healthcare workers to join the Ontario force. Ontario is well short of the people they need in the healthcare sector, and that's why this particular draw I think was held, which targeted only healthcare occupation. This is another unique draw. Never held. I think Ontario didn't have this sort of draw earlier. This is the first draw by ONP which targeted only healthcare workers. So again, that is a unique draw held, and as I said, never has this draw been held before. Then we have Sunil who will ask us the first question of the day today. Definitely, guys, kindly post your question into the comment section. This is the right time to ask about any Canadian immigration help you need, anything you want to know about or what's happening in Canada or what is expected in future regarding immigration happening in Canada. So definitely, I would like to invite you to post your question into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Have you any contact with US college or immigration? Sunil, unfortunately, I'm a Canadian regulated immigration consultant, but we are only practicing our immigration and college recruitment through colleges in Canada. So if you are in Canada and looking for college admission, then you are at the right place. Unfortunately, we will not be able to help you out in your US college admission or university or immigration, unfortunately. That reminds me of Canada College opening for fall 2023. Yes, Canada College, all the GTA campuses, in Ontario, which is your Mississauga, Brampton, and Scarborough, are open. There are limited seats available, and seats will be allotted first come, first serve, and the application will be submitted on. The application is already open. The last day to apply is 6th of February 2023. So if you are looking for any admission in Canada College for September 2023 intake, this is the right time for you to apply. Only 3 days are left, and within those 3 days, you will have to apply to study in Canada College for fall 2023 intake. So if you are onshore, you have completed your 1 year program and want to complete a 2nd year program in this stream, then definitely you need to contact us as soon as possible. The admission will close on Monday, which is 6th of February. So you only have Friday, Saturday to apply if you are looking to get admission in 2nd program in starting for September 2023. UG and PG, both programs, both seats are available. So you can apply for a UG or a PG program starting in fall 2023. Brampton, Mississauga, Scarborough, or campuses are available. So if you are somebody who wants to apply for this colleges, for this particular college for fall 2023, the admissions are open, but as I said, they have limited seats, and the seats will close on Monday, that is 6th of January. So make sure you are definitely, if you are looking to get your 2nd year program, either say PG, or if you want to move from a private institution to a public institution, again, this is the best time to do that for you. So for fall 2023, Canada College is open for admissions. So now we have more questions coming up. Let me take up those questions, and then we can definitely look forward for more updates we have for this week. The next question is from Aditya. Sir, any chances for international student stream draw? Definitely, Aditya, there are a lot of chances. International graduate stream, student stream, definitely. I just wanted to let how this stream work. If you have studied somewhere in Canada in one of the institution which is listed under this program, and if you have completed your program in the last 2 years, then you are eligible for international student stream draw. This is an employer-specific stream where your employer need to sponsor you for the PNP. The employer itself need to be eligible to sponsor. Not every employer is eligible to sponsor you under this stream. So there are 2 eligibility criteria. If you are inside GTA, then your employer should have 5 people on payroll. The business should be 3 years old and should have a minimum gross revenue of 1 million. But if your employer is outside GTA, then you need to have half a million of the employer need to have half a million of revenue, 3 people on payroll, and at least still again 3 years old business. As far as your employer is meets these criteria, they are eligible to sponsor you. And if they're willing to sponsor you, you have to create your expression of interest on the ONP website, and definitely then ONP holds their draw, and whenever the draw holds, depending on what you are scoring under your draw, you will be getting an invite. And once you get an invite, you apply for a provincial nominee program approval to Ontario province, which takes around 90 days maximum, and an average 90 days I'll say. And then once the PNP is approved, then you apply for a PR through Express and through for the federal government for your permanent residency. So that's how it works. And international graduate stream, definitely every year the draws have been held. So we are expecting even this year couple of draws will at least be held also in this stream. So I hope, Aditya, that clarifies your question. Then we have Mr. Jam. Good morning, Mr. Jam. If you have any question regarding you are already a citizen now. I know you don't have many questions, but if you still have any question regarding your friends or family, definitely you can contact us and we will be definitely answering them for you. Is it possible to get student visa with IELTS score of 6 and 5.5 in one of the module? Okay, so is it possible? Yes, but what are the chances? Are not very bright. There are a lot of students who are studying in Canada with this band score, but right now if you look at the success rate is not too much high. If you have scored one module is 5.5. So it is possible, but right now it is not a right time if you want to apply for the student visa with one module 6 or 5.5. My advice will be, yes, example, if you're scoring 6.5 overall and one module 5.5, that is much better than having 6 band overall and 1.5.5. But still, the best chance for you to apply and get a visa to Canada is if you're scoring 6 band in each. So as far as you have 6 band in each, then definitely your chances are much, much higher in comparison to if you have one module 5.5. I hope that answers your question. Then we have Priya asks, good morning, how are you? Then we have Nikita asking a question. I have a diploma of food and beverages, and I have admission in Centennial College Baking and Pastry Management. Is this course relevant? Is this course relevant? Nikita, if you can be more elaborate on your question. It's relevant to exactly what exactly the course is relevant to the PR, or will it lead to a permanent residency? Then I can tell you one thing here. Ontario has a very specific PNP stream, which is called Ontario Skill Trade Class Stream. So after doing this program, like you're already doing a baking and a pastry management program, if you are hired as a bakery, if you're hired, for example, as a baker basically in one of the organization, then that makes you qualify. To apply for a skilled trade class Ontario PNP after you have got 1 year of experience. I think if this course of Centennial relevant to this diploma. I have a diploma of food and beverage, and I have admissions in Centennial College Baking and Pastry Management. It's okay. Now I got it. Yes, Nikita, as you are already into the hospitality. Sorry, I got your question now. So as you are already doing a program in your hospitality field, doing a program like that in Centennial College is definitely a progression of your career into your further, definitely which will lead to a good career prospect for you in the future. So this course is just relevant to your previous experience. What I understand right now is that you have still not applied for your study permit, and you will be applying it for it soon. So if that is the exact scenario, then definitely this is relevant to your previous education, and this could lead to getting you definitely getting a work permit. Later on, this program is eligible for PGW, and as I told you, in this particular program will make you qualified being hired as a baker. Now, baker comes under Ontario Skill Trade Class Stream, which is very popular stream in Ontario. So even if you're grade 2 and you have done this diploma in Canada, in Ontario, so you may have you definitely, if this program of ONP is still under place, you will have a very good chance of applying for a PR under Skill Trade Class Stream. So definitely my recommendation for you to go ahead with this program. All the best with your application. If you need our help, we can definitely help you in that too. Okay. Then we have Gurpreet Kaur. Hello. Yesterday draw was only federal skill. Can we expect CEC draw next week? Yes, Gurpreet. That is just around the corner. That is definitely what we are looking at for the next draw. Could be CEC draw. There are a lot of chances that the next draw will be CEC, because this week PNP draw was already held, and then federal skill worker only draw left is CEC. So CEC is definitely just maybe next week or even today. You never know if there was a draw on Wednesday, Thursday. You never know. There may be a draw this afternoon for the CEC. If not, in the next couple of weeks, it is definitely. It seems like, looking at even the previous trend, it seems like the next draw could be a CEC draw. So all the best to all the clients who are in Canada, who have gotten 1 year experience in Canada. My advice to you will be, if you have not yet created your profile, but you have 1 year experience, you have educational documents with you, you have done your IELTS, because especially definitely you need your IELTS, your VES. If you are back home, if you've done master's or graduation, then all those documents will be required for you to get into the pool, but get into the pool ASAP. The draws are happening 2023. Already we have seen a lot of exciting draws happening in the last 1 month itself. So this year, more category specific draws have already been announced by IRCC that they will be held throughout 2023. So CEC is definitely one of the most popular stream, and that is just around the corner, I think. So maybe I hope that by next Friday, when we have another session, we will be talking about our next CEC draw, which express entry draw, which was CEC. That's how it goes, but I'm pretty confident that it is around the corner. Okay, now Nikita has, okay, you got a refusal letter. They have given the reason that it is not relevant. Okay, so basically it all depends, Nikita, how you have explained your whole situation when you submit your study permit file. Statement of purpose or client info, what we call it, makes a very important role, and it's a very important part of your study permit application. So when you mentioned, like, whoever did your SOP, you wrote it or somebody else wrote it, they need to have definitely made some comparison about your previous education to the education you're taking in Canada. If they have shown a clear pathway, or if you have shown a clear pathway in SOP, or if you have missed it last time, you can still reapply. Let IRCC know how that program is relevant. They need to understand that definitely you've done a lot of research about it, you know a lot about it, and you know exactly how it can. Okay, so definitely if you have applied, Nikita, as I said, it's 100% sure that you have to just, maybe I will definitely contact my India team and figure it out. But my advice to you will be, we should reapply it, and then a statement of purpose is something we can work on again. If you want, we can apply this time your case from Canada office. Just let my Canal office know that you want to apply through us in Canada, and they will let you know what needs to be done, and we can reapply for your application. I will need all your documents. Definitely that can be arranged by my India office, and I will look into your case and see what exactly happened, because refusals are a part of what we do, and sometimes refusal doesn't make any sense. Not sometimes, a lot of time, IRCC make a lot of refusals on the grounds of relevant courses. Student will not go back. Sometimes they don't make any sense, because they also know that student who is coming to Canada is looking for permanent residency and they're not going back. So I don't know why they write on the refusal that it's refused on the ground that you will not go back to your home country. So there are a lot of strange things which we come across. So my advice to you will be, let my Canal team know that you want to get your file processed again and through our Canada office, and I can help you submitting that application again, create a new statement of purpose, more stronger than what it was. Definitely, I'm pretty sure they've already done a good job, but we will see where we can improve further on your application and reapply it again. But thanks for asking your question, and you can contact us through our India office. So I hope that answers your question, Nikita. But I'm pretty sure, as I said, it is a relevant program and visa should have been approved. Okay, it's already been reapplied. So that's fine, Nikita. It's already been reapplied. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure it was a relevant program and the right advice was given to you. You might be unlucky of getting a refusal, but hopefully you get this approval this time. All the best to your application. And do let me know whatever was the result. I'll be happy to help you in the best possible manner we can. So these were all. So we have discussed a lot about express entry draws today. There were 2 draws. very unique draw like skilled worker, federal skilled worker, which has never been held. CEC draw just around the corner, we have discussed. That should be coming up very, very soon. So let's hope that it comes up maybe today or next week. Let's see how it goes. But the chances are high that we can see a CEC draw coming up. Pearson Test of English has been considered as one of the tests for permanent residency, which is a great news. And then we have discussed about Ontario's unique draw, which targeted only health occupation. Also, spousal open work permit. We have already updated it last week, but people who have missed it starting from like it's already started on 30th of January 2023. Now, if you have to apply for your spousal open work permit, and if your spouse is in Canada on a work permit, initially before 30th of January, you were supposed to have a knock OAB position to invite your spouse. But with the new changes coming up, with the new thing coming up, the new rule coming up, now you can apply for your spousal work permit application on whatever job you're working at. So it could be now O, A, B, C, it doesn't make any difference now. You can invite your spouses, which is a big, big change. This is going to help around 200,000 families to get reunited, because it's very hard to find a knock B position as soon as you graduate. So I think this change is very positive. Definitely IRCC have given a lot of thought about, and as they need young human or like young folks to join Canada immigration system and helping the economy, I think that step has been taken keeping that in mind, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to work in our client favor. Spouse open work permit, this is a big change which started on 30th of January. If you are looking to apply for your spousal open work permit, contact our office. We will be happy to help you. Our success rate for spousal open work permit is more than 97%. So definitely you can trust us on your spousal open work permit application or your spousal PR application. We have got thousands of clients already in Canada with spousal open work permit or PR application. So contact us and we will be happy to help you under this category too. We have a question here. Hi sir, what's processing time for spousal PR outside Canada? Okay, so since right now it's taking somewhere between 4 months to 8 months. I think the recent PR we got was around 4.5 months. We have been getting PR. I think we got 3 PR approval just in this week, or it was last week. I think 1 or 2 we got this week, and 3 we got on 3-4 PR approved last week. So if you calculate, the average time is between 5 to 8 months. Some of them are even got processed in 4 months, and some have even taken 8 to 9 months. So that is an average processing time right now for spousal PR outside Canada. So that is something spousal PR as we were talking about. But if you need any help, if you have not yet applied, and if you want our help, we can help you too in submitting your spousal PR application. I have a question from Gurjeet Singh, sir. Now I am in UK, my wife in Canada. Okay, Gurjeet. So how can we help you? Definitely, you are in UK, your wife is in Canada. If you want to come here, what is the status of your wife? That is something definitely we need to know. But I don't have status here. Oh, okay. So you are in UK, but you don't have any status, and your wife is in Canada. See, Gurjeet, my advice to you is if you want to come to Canada, you have to leave UK first. You have to go back to your home country. If you not go back to your home country, then getting a visa from UK is not going to be possible, to be honest. It's very, very difficult, because if you have overstayed in UK, or if you don't have any status in UK as you're mentioning, then definitely Canadian government is not going to grant you a spousal open work permit. I know it's going to be hard, but my recommendation to you will be, if you want to try for a spousal open work permit application, if your wife is studying or working here and they also have maintained their status, then my recommendation to you will be, you need to go back to the home country. I assume it's India. You have to go back there, and once you're there, then we can help you get here. As far as you have no criminal record, no problem in the UK while you were staying, then should not be a problem. It may be definitely not an easy application to do, but we have dealt with a lot of complicated applications, so we can definitely help with this one too. So contact our office in Canada, and we can guide you how we can help you in the whole process. But as I said, first thing you need to keep in your mind is, if you want to apply for a visa while you are in UK, my recommendation is definitely it's not going to happen. Yes, I did apply asylum here. Okay, so applying asylum definitely weaks your application to the other country. but there could be a lot of scenarios we have to look at. Why did you apply that one? But as I said, initially, obviously, before you go back to India, you contact our office. I'll give you a special line. If you can contact on WhatsApp at 647-939-0484. This is a direct line to our spousal work permit or spousal PR application. I'll repeat the number is 647-939-0484. This is for particularly for spouse inquiries for your spousal PR or for your work permit. Contact at this number and we will help you get you to Canada and let you know how the process will work and how long it will take, and we will try to make sure that you are here joining your spouse as soon as possible. So thank you, Gurjeet, for answering the question. Contact us at 647-939-0484. So thank you all the clients. I think this is the time to end this session. This session is usually for 30 to 40 minutes. So we are now coming to the end of the session. I will be just doing a recap before I leave you and join you back again next Friday at the same time. The recap here is we had 2 express entry draw this week, one targeted provincial nominee program where 893 was the people invited and the CRS was 733. Then the second option we had was 489 was the draw score, and number of people invited was 3,300. This was a federal skilled worker draw only. This is the first draw ever held under this category since the express entry started. There was no CC draw, but that is expected and should be coming anytime very soon. Then we had admissions update for Canada College for fall 2023. If you are looking for a fall admission, if you have completed your 1-year program, or if you are a student who is studying in a private institution and want to move to a public institution, then that is another opportunity for you. And then we had an update on the Ontario held is one of the draw under the human capital stream through which health occupation people were targeted under certain NOC norms. So these were all the update we had for this week. We will be joining you back next Friday, same time. Till then, have a good weekend, good of the rest of the week. Just to let you know, today in Canada, in Ontario, is the coldest day of the season. Right now, the temperature outside is minus 26 degrees. That's how it feels like right now in Ontario. I know for you, it's going to be feeling very cold. So stay safe. It's going to be just today, I think it's the coldest day of the season. And tomorrow is cooling, going back to the normal. And by Sunday, it will going to be a positive temperature. So stay definitely safe throughout this day because it's going to be a very cold day in Ontario today. So thank you all for joining in. See you all next Friday. Till then, goodbye and see you all next Friday at 11 a.m. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solution. Our office is based in Brampton. We have another branch in Alberta, and we are also based in India in Karnal and Kurukshetra. Thank you all. See you all next Friday.